So, the wood guys are here. We can do the trim. More mahogany. And then we have these ones for the legs. It's gonna look good when it's finished. It'll match this. Meanwhile, hey, I see you, Ann.
I'm hiding.
I see you can't hide. I hear music up there because they're painting a couple rooms. The last two. Well, the last two up there. Then we got 20 more, but at least those can go. We can say we're open once this is finished, at least. These are the wood guys, man. They're really good at mahogany, and they're just down the road. But they're overwhelmed because I have another table coming, 4 square, smaller tables, more of these chairs, and then more like that size, maybe a little taller for the smaller chairs, and then all kind. What? Yeah, the electric they need. So this is what Filipinos do. They'll work for an hour, and then they'll see that I have a new grill. So they're cooking fish. They send somebody to go cook fish and rice. I'm like, that grill's never, now that I bought it, it's never gonna be clean or cold. It's gonna be hot all the time. Whatever keeps the morale up. Oh my God. Looks like the morale is just fine. And you comfortable? You need anything? Oh, I bet it was your idea to cook fish all the time, Kevin. So somebody was like, hey Justin, you have 24 bathrooms. Why do you need outdoor ones more? Well, some people aren't staying here. They're just coming for the bar to say hello. They need a bathroom too. And I can confirm this one is finished. Remember in a previous video I said that the worker lost the automatic sensor? Well, now we got one. Right now you can just turn it on every time and flush, but we got the sensor. It works. So this room, I mean, it's not finished. Nothing's ever finished. But the tiles are in. It's painted up there. We're waiting for the lights here, and inside. And then they can paint the floor. Make sure the door will close nicely. Then we got a big sink right here. And here's the second one. Hey Justin, why do you need another bathroom? Anyway, this is a nice one. Really black. There's a hole. We have to fix a couple holes in the ceiling. But the tiles are in. Everything's looking good. It's working. So awesome. The rain is really stopping progress, but I got a sledgehammer, take that away, that wall, extend the rocks out to here like a little pathway, and then I can put my sink and stuff right there. Some paint on the walls, the lights hanging down. It's gonna look great. You know me, everything looks like shit until it doesn't. It's gonna be great. So gotta smooth this out, make it nice and even, as well as the shower. If you get out of the pool or the ocean, this will be nice and ready. There's 2 little showers there. So yeah, there's a lot of plants. Gotta get out of here. Right now we got a really bad storm warning. They're taking in the speedboat because the next couple days are gonna be real bad. You can see the sky. We've been diving every day anyway. Obviously, I'm gonna get wet anyway. But the boats, everybody's diving out here because it's hard to get to Apple Island. There's Apple Island. We had a couple trips this month canceled because of the waves. The Coast Guard's telling us it's bad. So everybody's coming here because there's more turtles in this area than all of Apple Island. So they're just coming here because of the bad weather. But it's gonna be really bad in the next couple days. Like 6 foot, 7 foot waves. So I mentioned before, I'm not real happy with the pillars on the bar. They came out more red. So we just have to make them darker. So we're gonna mix in a little bit of black and repaint them. Just a tiny bit to that whole thing. Small amount. Let's try little bits at a time. I don't want black pillars. That's what they look like now. Looks like a pumpkin. Yeah, I want it to match this bar. Not red like that. Let's try that. It's getting there, but it'll dry, so we better make it darker. Yeah, it is not getting darker fast. Still looks like poop. There's the old one, looks like a pumpkin. We're getting there, I think. Needs to be like that. Just gotta make sure no black on bottom. It's about as good as it gets. And then see, there's the before and after. And then it's not too dark. I can still add the black lines for detail. Yeah. So once this is dried and painted, all these little cracks, I'll just get a little tiny brush and paint these black. Maybe even these divots. Just a little shadow in there. And then one last coat, I think. Anyways, I think that'll be really detailed. It would look way too like tiger stripey if I did it right now. But if they're really dark, almost the same color. Let's see, that might be too brown. But it matches these chairs, you know. Matches these, especially these. Real dark brown. Looks nice. Stained mahogany. Let's see how it does. Just unbox this fridge. So I'm gonna go get one of these printed with my name, our logo or something, so it lights up. And it's a nice one. Dual inverter, I think 10 cubic feet. And we'll put it over there when the electric's ready. Bar's getting there, slowly. I need to stabilize these fans. We were gonna put like a big, nice, fancy thing, but I'm probably just gonna put the cross member strut things so that it doesn't wobble. But we'll see. That's another project for another day. All the shavings are getting picked up because we have some agencies asking us for nice photos for the end of the year and next year. A lot of bookings coming. But we're getting there. We need a display. We still need to trim these steel things. I'd like to get ambitious and paint this whole roof black, but the underneath. Check for leaks. We've had a typhoon the last 2 days, and there was one leak on the table. Must be a screw hole. So we just got to fill those, and there's just so many things to do. Hold on. You know how to fill that pan? This is a pipe. You just put this in your mouth, suck in, and then blow it into there. Alright? So you go like a big straw and then put... Alright, he's just gonna do this one pillar while I go do some... And! See you! One of our divers, Diesel, he claims he's gonna do 5 dives today. He claims it every day. And by like the 3rd dive, maybe 4th dive, he's like, never mind, I'm going to sleep. He's trying to hit the 200 dives mark before he leaves. He hit his 100th dive with us, and he had to do it naked. But he's trying to hit 200 while he's still here. But I don't know. He's also really lazy. What do you think about that one, Judea?
I think it's better.
It's gonna be good.
Not that red, no?
It's not very red. I can see it's probably gonna need a couple
Put it
coats.
mixing so I can give a high five.
Albert.
Okay. Congratulations.
So,
You did a great job.
what do you think? It's actually less dark than I thought.
Yeah,
But it's not too dark. I can still, maybe I'll add the black lines. Judea, I think I'll add the black lines to those cracks and then do another coat, because that's actually really light. The black lines won't be too dark if I do another coat on top of it, like a thin coat. It'll kind of cover it up. It'll be more like a suggestion or a shadow behind the, I don't know. We'll experiment with this one pillar and then we'll
But this one is quite okay now.
yeah, it's good.
You don't need to like make things complicated.
Don't need to get complicated. Well, that's what I do. That's actually really, it matches the mahogany. Yeah, that's nice. So we might not even do the black lines.
No. It's a perfect already. You know.
I mean, it's not perfect. Wait till it dries. Let's see.
You can see the accent with the glossy stuff already.
He's gonna have to cover every little crack. I don't want any red showing, but that red is kind of a good primer. So, anyways, no reason to, oh look, it kind of matches the lights, the chairs, everything. Ann, come here. Say hello.
Hi.
Show us your basketball shirt. It says Critter Republic.
Yeah, it's good.
We're sponsoring these basketball team, and they did so bad. I don't wanna do it no more.
4-0.
Embarrassing. 4-0.
Hey, it looks like the stool now.
Yeah, so it is a lot darker, but it's gonna dry, so it might not be as dark. But it really matches the mahogany stool. Louis so funny. He hates conflict. So if anybody gets attacked, he attacks them. Watch. Arr, 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 arr. Arr. Let me try. Yeah, no matter who's getting attacked, he tries to save them. Morning. So it's Monday. We can go out and do some shopping. The rooms are all the top rooms, 6 rooms are all painted, almost done. I just need more furniture. So these console tables, whatever you want to call them, I need 4 more of those. So I'm measuring what we got so I can go have them made. They go under the windows in the room. And then we need chairs. We have some chairs so you can sit there and charge. We need a couple more of these, just 2 of these porch chairs. We have those in front of all the rooms. We just need 2 more. And then some side tables, like nightstands. So I'm measuring everything we need. And we're gonna go, we gotta go get it. Because the rooms are pretty much done. No more excuses. You know, I was like, we don't need to buy it. Like this room, they just painted. So it's painted, but we don't have that table. We don't have a desk there. We don't have the paintings up because I want to buy a laser level today. The ones that we put up already are a huge pain in the ass. We don't have a wardrobe built yet. Like I said, I'm not happy with the wooden ones. And then we don't have the lights behind the headboard, and we don't have the plugins on the headboard yet because the electricians are working on my bar and outdoor bathroom. So there's a lot to do. We just have to, we got a lot to do. So It's 7 a.m. I'll wait an hour until, oh, there's a turtle. I don't know if you can see it. He's breathing. It's 7 a.m. We gotta wait for the stores to open. Albert's gonna work on, oh, he painted all the pillars in the bar. I want them to clean the roof today because there was a huge storm the last few days. But he painted these pillars, and let me show you. By the way, these came in really handy. Somebody's staying in this room, so I'm gonna be quiet, but we need a little hanger. So I think we have some. We need like 4 more. While I'm at it, this is the gear room area. I really need to paint this area. I guess just black, like rubberized black paint. I'm not sure yet. This is just the gear room for the staff. Like, those are my lockers. This is one of my instructors, 2 of my dive masters. I think I'm gonna take this big bench out. It's very expensive. Don't need to get it wet. And make this a camera room for now. Make it a desk where you can change batteries and everything. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, that's another project. Gotta paint this. This stuff never ends. But Albert, oh, here's another project. This is done. So we need to hang up a bar for drying wetsuits and BCDs because we have a big group coming next month. There's gonna be wetsuits and dive gear everywhere. So he painted these. Hello, Judea.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Maggie.
This is Ilan. So,
Oi. The laziest. They painted the pillars in here. In here as well. Kevin's the lazy one. All he does. So the pillars are painted. We're waiting for one last permit to do this wall. It's gonna be a solid wall, and Judea, it's driving her crazy. She wants to do something on that wall, so she's been designing stuff with AI and like trying to figure out what she wants to do on that wall. So I think she wants to put a false ceiling here and some decoration like going to there, like kind of like the bar. And then we have an artist friend. I don't know what, but we have to go to town, figure out something. Maggie and the divers found a Melody nudie brink last night on night dive. All right. So this is more of a tree color, less red, matches the mahogany better, you know, all that. So he went ahead and did all the pillars. So that's all right. So we're gonna go get the wood and stuff, get the carpenter guys going on that. But it's hard to make a decision because I'm not a designer. I know what I like when I see it, but I think I'm gonna go with 3 foot by 3 foot tables, small ones, and just have 3 chairs on them, 2 on one side and then 1 on the side facing the ocean. I just hope that's not too small. I keep like drawing it on the cement and working it out in my head, see if there's, I was gonna do 4 by 4, but there's not enough. Let me show you. If it's a 4 by 4 table right here, there's not enough walking room right here, and I want there to be walking room so I could have a chair on the side. But then again, man, 3 foot. This old table is like almost 3 foot, and it takes up half the room. So if I did 4 foot, it'd be out here. I could put it a little closer to the thing, maybe right here, so there'd be no walking space right here, because I'd have another chair right there on that table. There'd be no, this won't be there, but this, there's just no room, you know. It's just too small. So I'm gonna have to go with 3 by 3 tables, or maybe 3 by 4, but I think that would look funny. Maybe I'll do 3 by 4 because Then it'll be about right here. Plenty of space here. That's a little longer. Maybe I could put 2 chairs on the... Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go draw it on the floor, do it in my head, see what it looks like. Let's go from there. All right, I cleaned out the space and just not gonna work. So this is a 3 by 4 foot table. If the chair's out all the way, it would look like that. But if I put another 3 by 4 foot table, we're gonna have another table like this, and the benches here, they would be right next to each other. It'd be so crowded in here. So if I put another one there, another one there, it'd just be way too crowded. It's just not good at all. So I'm gonna have to do something else. I'm not sure right now. What I could do is just get a big table that's like right here, like that. Like a 10 or 15 foot one piece table. Well, it looks awesome. We already have one in storage, but it would just be... My thought was not everybody wants to sit together, but I guess they can go sit at the bar. But it would be right there. I think it's 6, 8, maybe 10 chairs, I can't remember. It's a big, nice slab like that. It would look awesome. Actually, it would be less because I wouldn't put chairs on that side, just this side and the ends. I think I might have to do that because if I put a 4 foot table there, even if you're sitting here, your view is blocked by the pole. But if your chair is there, there's at least enough walking space here, as long as nobody pulls their chair way out. Yeah, it's not good. That's why I need a designer or something. But maybe I'm gonna go look at that big table, get the measurement, just put it there in the middle. It'll look really nice. It's really low, so the chairs are low like that, so that people can look over their heads and these guys can look at the ocean. If you're sitting there, you're just looking over these guys' heads. Anyway, it's a mess. This fridge won't be here. It'll be in the back corner. I don't even think this will be here. It's just for temporarily because we had parties. Yeah, running out of ideas. Let's just go do some brainstorming and I'll tell you what I come up with. So this is all I've come up with so far. Is I made it a 10 foot single table, 3 foot, you know, it's narrow. It'd almost be like those tables, which look great, but you know, if the chair's on the end, there's plenty of room for this table. There's plenty of room here. There's plenty of room on this side. So it would be a 10 foot table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chairs. It's not a lot. But I mean, if that's all the room we got, that's all the room we got. But I don't know if I like it, but it's like one of the only options at this point. Not sure. So that'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, maybe a couple over there, 22, 23 on this side of the bar. And then I still don't even know what we're doing over here. What did I say, 23 or something? I think on this one we're gonna do like a standing bar. So that's, you know what, I don't wanna get it crowded, so I think we're good. And then when we get real busy, like next April, we have a group of 30 something. I think we're gonna do some shades right here, some shade like this, and then more tables out here with umbrellas or whatever. So that's more people. I think that's about only option I got at this point. It'll be a low table like I said, so the guy sitting here can still see the ocean. I mean, not low, but these are tall. So anyway, I think that's about all we can do. So in that case, I'm gonna go look at the one we have, but or the one we might get. But also I have one right there. That's like I don't know. That's like 12 foot. I can just cut it down. It's already a little curved on this side, so it can go around the pole a little bit. I think that one might actually work. So maybe, unless I find something awesome, maybe I'll just get that one refurbished. Yeah. And I already have the smaller chairs coming. You know, this size. This is just junk for now, but we have like the nice mahogany ones that'll fit perfect on this mahogany table, and then I'll get little cushions made. So one thing at a time, I guess. I think that's gonna have to do it.
So what's new?
So I think I finally made a decision. I think we're just gonna do one big table instead of 3 small tables, because they just take up so much space. My idea was maybe everybody wouldn't want to eat together or sit at the bar together. They would want little separate intimate tables, but we're running out of space. So instead of 2, 4, 6, 3 tables with 2 chairs, we're gonna have one 10-foot long table, like a slab, kind of like the other bar tables. And yeah,
That would be good.
yeah, I think it's the only thing that'll fit. We can always expand off all the other sides, pave the, there's a lot we can do in the future, but whatever. Look at Louie. Louie, you think my wash tubs are for taking baths?
Yeah, for now. I know.
And
I'm hiding her dad, that's why.
I can see you.
Look.
All right. I'm not filming anymore. We're back at the Home Depot. Almost done with the room, so I gotta upgrade the last 4 faucets. It's a nice one. Hard to hold this up with one hand, but I think it's gonna be a good one. And then we need the drains. You got drain? Oh, so we only have cold water in the sinks, in the bathrooms, in the rooms. All right. I think this one is the one that I've been getting. So you push it down. Yeah. Is this the nicest one? That's black?
Yeah, color black, sir.
I think this is the one I got for the other rooms. Need 4 more of these. Good morning. I just had to film this while I'm still up here. Albert's digging to China right now. So yeah, that's like a drainage thing for the bar. It's gonna be real deep, and then gravel and stuff on the bottom. We don't do anything there, so yeah, that's a deep freaking hole. That's fun. Right now the boys are putting some finishing touches on the bar. So I'm in the room trying to get these paintings put up, and I borrowed my friend Alex's laser level. So I'm just trying to get 5 foot off the ground so they're eye level, and then only 4 inches apart. Yeah, just trying to do some measurements. I'm doing this by myself, so I use the laser. So it's typhoon season, and we got a big problem. I'm glad we didn't do some of the wall construction that I was about to start. This is the highest I've ever seen the tide, and the waves are absolutely higher than ever. I've never seen it this high. Even my friend my landlord that lives here 5-6 years, never seen it on the grass. But check this out. It's just coming all the way. This has never been wet. and it's coming all the way up here, moving all these rocks from the ocean. This is the little boat ramp, and then I gotta walk through this water to get to my little bridge. We got this temporary bridge right here because my guys are building a big bridge right here, like a real nice bridge. But look, it filled this river was empty. It was like a dry, empty river. Now all these rocks are filling it, which is kind of nice. I'll probably use those rocks for some other construction. But look, the water went all the way up there. It's not flooding or anything, but it's really undercutting. Oh man, I mean, it's all the way up on there. This is the highest tide I've ever seen. It won't get much higher than this. I looked at the tide charts for the whole year. It's insanely high. I mean, it's almost to the top of the wall. That's crazy. Later today it'll be low again, but the point is that bridge is not gonna do. It's too close to there. So I think we might have to put my bridge way over here and to connect these two so they can get to my pools. And then let me show you this. It's kind of scary. Let me show you my lawn. My grass is, we already knew it was a low spot. I'm having a bunch of soil trucked in to fill it anyway. But look at this shit. It's destroyed. I mean, it moved those kayaks off the wall. There's a little pond right here or whatever. It's going all the way up there because it's like slanting down or whatever. So we are going to fill this anyway all the way. That's why we made the bar a little taller. So we'll fill it with, it can't just be fill dirt, it has to be soil so the grass will grow. But oh, what a mess. And I'm so glad it's happening right now because this is the absolute worst. You know, I have to see it at its worst before I do some heavy construction. Oh my God, look at that. All our fill rocks. Let me walk over there through this water. But check this out. I mean, Infinity, the big resort next door, has never seen, they've never had this water damage like this. The water is, like the waves don't go this high, but the ground is kind of slanting, so it's going towards the bar. It's not doing damage, but it's, I don't want people walking in water. Look at all these rocks got pushed from over there. I'm not even gonna clean this until, so yeah, basically there's 2 typhoons going across Philippines up north. So we have big waves right now. And I've never seen the tide. We had a massive hurricane actually hit us and it wasn't this bad. So I'm glad we, you know, the buildings are strong enough for a real typhoon. Did I say hurricane earlier? I meant typhoon. Anyway, and I'm really glad this is happening right now while I'm in the midst of construction, because imagine we only have a couple guests. Imagine if this happened while they're here, it would look really ugly. It's undercutting that one, which we knew it was happening already over the years, but now it's doing it faster. But you can see it's like flowing right there. So I'm glad we didn't do the construction. Like, oh, let me show you up here. I don't know, I mentioned in one of the first videos we were thinking about, this is like one of the entrance, especially for deliveries and stuff. I was gonna put steps down here. I had steps down here, at least like rock. And look, the water is all the way up here now. Just took this totally out. So what we're thinking, that's the highest it's ever been or ever will be, at least for the next 10 years. I'm gonna cut this a circle all the way to here. I'm gonna cut this corner, completely remove it, and do shallow steps all the way down to the beach. We'll dig down deep on the beach to set the concrete and rebar and rocks. But we'll do it like that. Anyways, I got it's a lot of work. I'm used to work. I strive in chaos and stress, but I'm glad it's happening now so I don't have to redo stuff later. So that being said, I don't think just filling this with higher soil, like 6 inches more of soil, is gonna do it. I think I'm gonna put a pretty sweet drainage system. It's not gonna be, it's gonna be, nah, it's not gonna be too expensive. But like, kind of like a street or a huge parking lot in the States, I'll have like drainage cisterns all over the yard, kind of hidden so they're not obvious to guests, but the water will, if water and rain too, I don't want rain just sitting here, it will drain down and then go into a big cistern, and when that cistern or tank or whatever fills, that overflow will put it back into the ocean. So, or maybe I'll pump it out, whatever. But it's gonna be a cool little project, a whole drainage system here from, you know, I got like 200 meters of beach here. Right now, Judea and Albert are painting the floor up here. Our guests left today, so we have a day or two before, you know, so that we can paint the floors on this balcony. It's rubberized paint, and Albert's putting this little grit sand stuff, clean sand. So, Judea. Judea.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Don't get it on the wood.
You owe me.
I was just yelling at Albert for putting it on the wood.
You owe me a lot of piso.
No, I'm not paying your salary.
Why?
You're substandard.
Wow.
Alright, it's the next day. Me and my dive master have been working all day on this photo project. So check it out. I'll show you every room. This is gonna be the crab room. This one we did, so the ladder and everything's still in here. But we put up these photos. There's a funny crab, there's a squat lobster, there's a bunch. So Anna's got to rinse off of them. But let me go show you another room. This is the next room, room 4. Let me turn on the light. This is, what is this? Frogfish room. So, got some really cool prints. Vertical ones over there, horizontal ones over there. And just remember, we'll have lights behind the headboard looking up. So here's the frogfish room. Room 3. Here's the, what is this? Nudie break room. So, same thing. So, you'll have to see them in person. Looks awesome. Room 2. This is the octopus room. So, the reason the bed and everything is out of this one, here's some extras we had. The reason the bed is not in here is because this is the last one we painted. We really didn't go in order. See, there's the bed hiding in there. We didn't go in order because there was people staying. We had to shuffle stuff around, but now that it's painted, dried, and the paintings are up, we will be able to put everything together now. All done. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last clip, but everything is painted on the stairs and the walkway upstairs. Right now I have some old driftwood. It's tied up, just soaking, getting all salty and whatever. It's tied there so it doesn't go away. And just aging more stuff. More decorations for later. While these guys are rubberizing the floor. Man, that's dark. Albert. He gets really high when he does this. But he's that's rubberized paint, just like the floor upstairs. Looks good. There it will. Uh-oh. Decorations for the bar. So I'm not even gonna explain it right now. I'm just gonna show you when it's done. But sweet.
Agree.